Well, hi and welcome. This is Kevin Leipzig with Contractor TV. Our channel is focused on providing content for contractors to help them start, grow, and manage a successful construction business. We're sponsored by the Contractors Resource Center, which specializes in providing legal, financial, and insurance services for contractors. Today on Contractor TV, we have Don Brinkley from Prepaid Legal. Good morning, Don. How are you?
I am doing awesome. Good morning, Kevin.
Good, good. I am excited to have you here. You know, the legal topic is always an important one. It goes hand in hand with insurance. And today we really want to talk about really the services that Prepaid Legal provides, the advantages of becoming a member and taking advantage of the services. And then specifically, we're going to talk a little bit about collection letters, contract review, how important that is, and a little bit about trial defense. And the reason Don and I kind of picked out these three topics is certainly in our experience at the Contractors Resource Center, when we're talking about insurance for contractors and specifically new contractors, there's always a concern of making sure that they're protected and making sure that they have not only the right insurance in place, but what about a contract, or what about if they need to collect from a consumer on a project? So I wanted to have Don here and speak a little bit about, again, the services that Prepaid Legal has and why a contractor may want to take advantage of becoming a member of Prepaid Legal. So Don, maybe share a little bit of overview of a little bit about yourself, maybe on why you picked Prepaid Legal and how and where there's advantages in taking advantage of membership as a contractor. Kind of teed you up there.
Absolutely. So, thank you so much. So, a little bit about my background. My background is in the nursing field. I've been a registered nurse for 37 years. I've been in that industry for so long is because I do love the day-to-day challenges that occur in the nursing arena. Every day looks different, and I love problem solving. But I
Yeah.
noticed a couple of my colleagues who started businesses on the side, they failed. And a number of them failed for various reasons: lack of cash flow, not reading the fine print, patient or client complaints that turned into litigation issues, just a plethora of reasons why it didn't make it. I was introduced to this company about 5 years ago. The business solution side really spoke to my heart because I saw so many colleagues that lost their businesses as a result of not having some sort of legal resource in place. And
Right.
that is the reason why I went into the business solutions division of PPLSI.
Great. Appreciate that.
So in
Yeah.
No problem. So, in regards to why it's important, here's the thing: contractors are high risk, high liability. That is the industry that you are in.
Yep.
Everything that you do is pretty much there's a legal ramification to it, and so having a legal resource is important. A lot of the contractors, a lot of you contractors are solopreneurs. You've got 1099 people working with you, and you're already wearing 15 million hats. So one of the hats we would like to take away from you so you have peace of mind, so you can sleep better, is the legal hat. So let us take that legal hat off of you, because every small business owner needs a legal resource, and we provide that sort of protection around you.
hmm And in your experience working with contractors, we spoke, when I kind of started out the segment here of the show about the collection letters. I know I hear a lot about contractors doing a job and then working on collection. And even though they may have an agreement and a great legal agreement, they're still trying to collect money. So how can a membership with Prepaid Legal help with contractors collecting money?
Yeah, I get a number of phone calls from contractors, actually nationwide. We are nationwide. And so And we have law firms. We have a proprietary network of law firms in every single state of the union and also all 10 provinces of Canada. So how that benefits you is that you're going to get a dedicated law firm in your state. And one of the services that we provide that's within the confines of the membership is debt collection letters, which is the reason why the contractors call me. And so, and it is true, you have got a down payment on a job, you've completed the job to their satisfaction, and now trying to get that last collection is brutal. One of my most recent contractors in the Midwest, I think he had $30,000 of unpaid bills out that the client just would not give him that last bit. So he signed up. We got a plan that would be most appropriate for him, depending on how many collection letters needed to go out. And those collection letters went out. When you, rather than you calling and telling people off and you trying to write a letter, it doesn't carry as much weight as when a law firm writes the letter, because you're not getting an attorney, you're getting an entire law firm. And
Yeah.
all of our law firms have anywhere from 30 to 50 attorneys in that office. So that letterhead with the law firm sending that collection letter is amazing. We do not take a percentage off the top. So there are collection companies out there that will write letters for you. Why don't you just use our law firm? We do not take a percentage. It's part of your membership. And
Yeah.
that is why contractors really like us.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. And especially, you know, working with in our business, the Contractors Resource Center, we work a lot with new contractors. So, you know, having that ability of having essentially an attorney in your back pocket, right, is a great resource. Before we get into a couple of the other questions, I'm sure, you know, people that watch this, you're maybe scrolling through and saying, okay, well, what's this cost, or what's the admission? What do I need to do? So let's speak to that a little bit about, you know, how does somebody take advantage of I'm not sure if you call it a subscription or a membership to Prepaid Legal, but are there different levels? Talk to us a little bit about how that works.
There are various plans with Prepaid Legal. Our plans range anywhere from $44.90 per month up to $185 per month. And it depends on your company. Do you have employees? How many debt collection letters per month do you think would need to be written? So we do an assessment of your business to find out which plan would be most appropriate and be within your budget, but still satisfy your needs. And so our best-selling plan for contractors is the $113.95 per month plan. It's $113.95 per month. It is a tax write-off.
Sure.
And it comes with, yes, it is a tax write-off. So right, it's right there for you.
Business
that
expense,
comes
like insurance, right? Yep. Like
that's right.
construction
That's
insurance.
right.
Yep.
That's right. So that comes with 10 collection letters per month, unlimited advice and consultation by small business attorneys. When I say unlimited, I mean that. You can call the law firm daily and get questions answered from a legal standpoint about your business. Right. And so that's wonderful. If you're having employee issues, if somebody got hurt on the job and you're worried about how that's going to affect you in regards to workers' comp, if you're having a client issue, literally every day, because we're not an insurance, we are a membership, we promote utilization. Your premium does not go up. We want you to call us every day. And we're an added benefit, right? We're that legal resource. We also review contracts and documents for you. Right? If you need a contract drafted specifically for your business, we'll do that for a flat $250, up to 25 pages. We have IRS audit assistance in the event that you are audited. That comes with 100 hours of trial defense, 25 hours of pre-trial, 75 of trial if somebody comes after you in a civil suit. And so, and literally, and write letters and make phone calls on your behalf, that's above and beyond the collection letters. So literally, amazing amount of services for the $113.95 per month. But we do have other plans that are within your budget.
Okay. Great. It sounds like, you know, a lot of value there. Again, I want to make sure that, you know, we talk a little bit about the minimum packages. And again, I'm thinking because a lot of our clients, especially in California, in Florida and Texas, we work with a lot of brand new contractors. So, this is important for them, but they're obviously, let's face it, I mean, they're penny pinching. They're looking at every dollar they spend.
Right.
We deal with it all the time when I'm speaking with a new contractor and they're trying to save money on liability insurance or workers' comp insurance. And, I want to consult with them and let them know, cheapest isn't always the best, but we'd like to introduce them to Prepaid Legal and at least let them know, okay, here's a minimum opportunity to have that attorney in your back pocket. I think you said it was like $40 or so a month.
Yep,
So,
we have the perfect solopreneur plan is $44.95.
okay.
That is a perfect plan for a new contractor just starting up, and he just wants some sort of little legal protection around his business. That gives him legal protection for his business and his personal life. $44.95 a month.
And when you say legal protection, let's talk a little more about that. I think I read a little bit this morning. You also provide is it free or a discounted service if they want to incorporate, right? Go from a sole proprietor to a limited liability company or incorporate. Are there fees associated to help a contractor with that service?
Absolutely. They'll get that at a 25% off discount because they are a member of Prepaid Legal already. And our attorneys can form a business structure. Typically, it's usually an LLC for our clients. We have what's called the Launch by Legal Shield program, which is $149. And the attorney does all the paperwork. The attorney will call, ask questions of the solopreneur, suggest the LLC. At that point, the attorney takes over, does the name check, does the articles of organization, submits the paperwork, gets the EIN number for them, and all the contractor has to do is sit back and wait for the paperwork to get there. The attorney does it all.
And with that discount, and again, we're recording this, end of 2022, and prices change. But do you have any idea, Don, on a range of costs of what it would cost? Let's take California as an example for a sole proprietor to, change that entity to a limited liability corporation. Is it thousands of dollars? Is it a few $100s? Do you have any idea?
So each state is a bit different. The cost to get an LLC is $149 across the board, no matter what state. That allows the attorney to go ahead and process. $149. That gets an attorney to process the paperwork.
Wow.
Now, you do have state taxes. So in California, our state taxes are high. You have to pay state taxes. That has nothing to do with us. The attorney will let you know when those taxes are due. In state of California, I think they're $700 or $800 a year.
Right. Wow. That's
right. But go ahead.
Okay. A lot less expensive than I thought it was going to be. And obviously there's always other fees and such, but for the legal process, you're looking at about $150 to kick off the process to move from a sole proprietor. Okay. So at that minimum cost, that $44 a month or so, or $44.99, what are the limits to have a contract review? And I'm thinking, again, with the new contractor, a lot of times they need to have a homeowner agreement contract or a subcontractor contract if they're working with subs. Are there limits on how often they can call an attorney on a monthly basis at that minimum cost?
No, the attorney, no matter what plan you have, there is unlimited advice and consultation.
Okay. And to build that contract, the fees to build a contract or review a contract?
To review a contract, that is in it. So document and contract review, they get up to 4 per month.
Okay.
Up to 25 pages.
Okay. So that's perfectly reasonable. And again, working with a new contractor, 1 to 2 new contracts a month is a pretty good clip rate, especially being new in the business. So that seems very,
that's
very
right. And
reasonable.
they review it up to 25 pages, Kevin.
Yeah. Okay. Trying to think what else should we cover? Anything else I know we covered a lot here, but anything we're missing in terms of the value or the need for a contractor to have a subscription with prepaid legal?
No, I think that um, starting off a contractor starting off a business with their skill set and really wanting to have that as a livelihood in their life, it is so important to make sure all the bases are covered. And I know the startup costs, especially with insurance and liability and getting your tools and getting out there,
Trust.
getting your everything right is
Yeah.
expensive. However, it it will be to your benefit to make sure that you have all of those ducks in a row, and especially having a legal resource and a legal plan in a row. Our $44.90 plan will do exactly what you need it to do.
Yeah.
And if you decide to go and go to an LLC, um, you that $44.90 is suspended for 3 months because the 150 covers 3 months of a home business plan. So we would tell you all about that once you got on board. You would get a dedicated agent that would make sure that everything was in place for you. But that is the reason why we know what we're doing. We're very good at what we do. We've been around for 50 years.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nobody like us out there.
Yeah. One other quick question, in terms of the pricing or the business model with prepaid legal, is it a month-to-month plan? Do they need to commit
Yes.
to a 12-month period? How does that work?
It is a month to month. There is no contract to sign. So it is a month to month. It is a subscription model.
Okay, great. This sounds like
Mhm.
a no-brainer. Don, appreciate the time today. For those that are interested in learning more, just look up above there. We've got our contact information, email address, and phone number to get a hold of us to get you in touch with Dawn and her team. And Dawn, again, appreciate the time, giving us a little overview on prepaid legal specifically for contractors. Thanks so much for the time.
You are more than welcome. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye,
Oh,
everybody.
okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.